Good morning, Flagler County. I'm Rich Carroll. You're listening to Flagler's Morning News on Tuesday, August 3rd. And this local news is a service of Flagler County's Toyota dealer, Beaver Toyota, here to wow you. The COVID-19 surge in Flagler County continues with record numbers at Advent Health Palm Coast. They announced yesterday 80 people were hospitalized with the virus. In Flagler County, over 900 confirmed cases of COVID-19 over the past 7 days. Flagler County Medical Director Dr. Stephen Bickle.
To put this in perspective, at the peak of the third wave in the winter, last winter, we had 400 cases a week and the low 30s in the hospital. So we're almost double that in a time when we really thought we were going to be starting to coast. And it's basically the Delta variant. It's extremely contagious. The CDC is talking about it being as contagious as chickenpox.
The virus is affecting many in Flagler County, including community leaders. Bunnell City Commissioner John Rogers said he visited the ER 3 times with COVID-19. Palm Coast City Councilman Victor Barbosa is currently hospitalized with the virus. At yesterday's Flagler County Commission meeting, Commissioner Andy Dance spoke about the importance of vaccination and getting the message out.
Getting the vaccinations is step one, and then taking other precautions is very important in order to get this wave back down. I mean, we've seen the waves happen. As we take notice of waves happening, we start to get proactive in our messaging again. People become more aware and the waves come back down. And that's the part that we're in now, is getting the messaging out about how dangerous this variant is.
Currently, only 49% of Flagler County's population is fully vaccinated. A local business organization says its members might face litigation if they don't require employees to wear masks. John Arking reports.
Because of recent CDC COVID-19 recommendations urging vaccinated people to use a mask when in public indoor settings in areas of substantial or high transmission, the Palm Coast Flagler Regional Chamber of Commerce is urging all businesses in Flagler County to require employees working in public indoor settings to wear a mask or face possible lawsuits. Chamber President and CEO Greg Blase.
The Florida legislature last legislative session passed a bill shielding businesses from being sued by people that say that they got COVID from their facility. Now, in the state law, when you go and read that, it says businesses must make a good faith effort to try to avoid or try to follow the different recommendations by government or authoritative bodies. And so in this instance, what we have last week is essentially the CDC said anybody who's not been vaccinated should be wearing masks indoors. And anybody that has been vaccinated should be wearing masks indoors. So basically, we've got the CDC saying if you're in a public setting indoors, you should be wearing a mask, vaccinated or not.
Blase said that until Flagler County's COVID-19 community level of transmission declines to a moderate level or the CDC changes its recommendations, the Chamber believes it is best for businesses to err on the side of caution to avoid potential litigation. The Chamber will be hosting a special Zoom conference call for businesses that have more questions this Wednesday, August 4th at 4 p.m. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm John Arking.
Palm Coast Mayor-elect David Alfin speaks out at the Flagler County Commission meeting. During the community outreach portion of the meeting, he talked about how they can accomplish more together.
While citizens are served by both the county government and our city government, we all share the same destiny as one community. We know there are opportunities and challenges. Our citizens deserve a high quality of life. Wise decisions must be made. Success depends on continued cooperation. I am here to affirm our commitment to a strong and successful partnership with each of you and with you all. We all agree it's all about who we serve. Our citizens are best served by our county and city working together as a single team.
Alfin pledged that even when confronted with differing views,
I will listen. We will work through issues together. Even if perspectives differ, our partnership endures.
Alfin, a realtor, will be sworn in as mayor at the Palm Coast City Council's meeting this evening at 6. Less flooding and better drainage are the goals of an improvement project in Flagler County. Karen Johnson has the details.
Flagler County is more than 7 months into a nearly 4-mile drainage and roadway improvement project with the Marineland Acres community that's slated for completion in mid-2023. The project, when complete, promises to both enhance the streets and reduce the duration of flooding in the area. Flagler County engineer Faith Takatib.
The funding for this project, most of it came from FDOT. Almost 98% of the cost came state grants, but also there was some local resident assessment.
Al-Khatib says keeping residents informed is a priority, and to address this challenge, we've created a notification and coordination process that includes delivering certified letters and door hangers with contact information to homeowners affected by construction activity. And Al-Khatib and her staff are available to meet with affected residents if requested to show the location and types of storm drainage improvements proposed near their properties. For Flagler's Morning News, I'm Karen Johnson.
Want to be a trained storm spotter for Flagler County? WNZF's Amy Cherry will tell you how.
There's a class for that. Jonathan Lord is the county's emergency management director.
It helps the weather service as well as our first responders get up-to-date live weather information. It is taught by actual meteorologists, scientists from the National Weather Service, and they will train community volunteers to recognize different types of weather, understand what kind of things need to be reported.
Lord says Flagler County is uniquely positioned, making this job a critical one.
Flagler County is in a spot where the weather radars don't necessarily come down as low as they do in other areas. So especially some lower, closer to ground weather events, sometimes they're missed by the Weather Service and weather radars that serve our community, and having the eyes on the ground, literally the eyes on the ground in our community, reporting live weather information, helps them improve the forecast and helps us understand when severe weather is coming towards any part of our community.
The free class, the first since the pandemic hit, will be virtual. It lasts up to 90 minutes and is happening Monday, August 16th at 6 p.m. Pre-registration is required. You can sign up at flaglercounty.gov/emergency. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Amy Cherry.
Next Tuesday, August 10th, is the first day of school in Flagler County. How will your kids be going to school?
Flagler Schools Superintendent Kathy Middlestadt said the district is offering both remote and in-person learning.
And I can't wait now to get our students back into we call them our brick and mortar schools. We know that that's where learning is best served, when our students are in front of a teacher in the presence of what we do at our school sites.
Middlestadt said that the district will also offer virtual classes for those students whose parents choose to keep them at home. It's called the iFlagler program. The Flagler Voice is on Saturday mornings at 8:30 on WNZF, the podcast on the Flagler radio app. Tomorrow, iFlagler and the technology. From the WNZF Newsroom, I'm Deb Albertson.
And now you're up to date on Flagler's Morning News. I'm Rich Carroll.